Hey guys, Mark Haberstock here, and I'm really excited to show you my automated webinar funnel or evergreen webinar funnel for Kartra. A lot of people think that it's not possible within Kartra, but with a little bit of creativity, it is. So with this, you're going to get the funnel and of course the automation. So to start off with the funnel, of course, they're going to come to the main page here where it's going to go through what they're going to learn inside of the funnel, a little bit of an introduction to yourself. And then of course, when they click to register, just a nice easy pop-up is going to come up and it's going to register them for the webinar. Now that takes them to this page that has a 10-minute countdown timer. Okay. And you can, of course, you can change the countdown timer to whatever you want it to be. In this case, I have it set at 10 minutes. So again, just a nice simple page. Now they're also going to get an email when they opt in. So the form that I have connected has a success message. Thanks for registering. Here's a link just in case, as it's mentioned here, if you lose this page, check your inbox for the email confirmation link. There's a link in there that says enter the broadcast room. And that essentially brings them back here because as we'll see in a minute or two, or I guess a minute and a half here, we'll see that once this timer hits 0, it's going to redirect us to the broadcast room. Okay, in the broadcast room, of course, we have the video, the call to action button for your offer, and then just a little bit of information about yourself, and then share links so other people can share the webinar. For the chat function, if you want there to be a chat function, I like to use the Facebook plugin. And what I like so much about the Facebook plugin is people can leave their comments or their questions and you can hop in and answer them. And then every time that somebody goes to watch the webinar, the comments are going to be there. The questions are going to be there. There's no doubt that they're going to have some of the same questions that were already answered. They'll be able to read that and get their value from that. Now I let this one run down just for a little bit, just so that I could show you how it's going to redirect and how it goes to the next page. So it's nice and smooth. Again, the reason that we send out the confirmation link is just in case they want to switch devices. Okay, if they're on their phone when they register and they want to watch it on their computer or vice versa, whichever. So you can see how it automatically redirected us and that it just works perfectly like that. Now, what I've done for the email sequences, okay, because there's going to be 3 email sequences. So the first one is obviously just a just a couple of emails to get them warmed up for the webinar that you can send out to your existing list. It's a pre-webinar email sequence. The next one is going to be when they leave early. So how can we do this? Again, this sequence is going to go out. Again, what happened? You left early. Don't miss this part. Last chance. It's going to be sending out the replay link. Again, because it's meant to capture the people who did not stay on long enough to watch the offer. So what you'll see is as soon as they're entered into the funnel, so as soon as they register, okay, when they fill out a form, then they'll go here. So the automated webinar funnel, as soon as they fill out that form, they're going to be popped into this sequence. Now, this sequence is going to wait 6 hours. You can change that to whichever, but just to be safe, I like to wait 6 hours, and then it's gonna send them this. But of course, we're going to set a rule so that before it actually sends them this, it's going to check to make sure that they do not have the tag watched offer. And every time it sends an email, it's going to check to see if they have that tag. If they watched the offer, they're going to have that tag applied. I'll show you how to do that in a minute. And what's going to happen is these emails won't be sent. But if they do not watch long enough to be on the offer, then they're going to be sent this sequence because we'll know that they left early. And then of course, the last email sequence is a post-webinar follow-up sequence. Pretty straightforward. It's just meant to capture people who watched the offer and did not convert. So these are all people who would have that tag already applied. So I'll show you how we do that and how we apply that tag. When you go to your videos, okay, if it loads here. So I'm just going to pick a random video here, but you're going to pick your webinar video, all right? And what's going to happen is you're going to go down here to tag leads, add a new tag, and at a specific time through the video. So what you want to do is you want to find out at what point you start your offer. How many minutes through the video do you start your offer? And that's what you're going to enter here. So you're going to say 40 minutes roughly is where I start talking about my offer. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tag them watched offer if they make it to this point. And we're going to add that. So now when they reach that point, it's going to add that and they're not going to get the abandoned email sequence. Okay. So that's the gist of it, guys. If you need any help writing your webinars, that's definitely something I specialize in as well. Let me know if you have any questions. Please reach out, and I hope you enjoy the funnel.